This is a great neighborhood, exactly the kind of community that Kathy and Bernie were looking for when they moved here 2 years ago. Now, they love everything about their home except for their back deck. That's my job, to help them make the changes that will let them fall in love with their house all over again. Stay tuned, because this could be just the ticket to get you off the couch and out to your own backyard. I sat down with Kathy a few days ago and I said, tell me about what's wrong with your deck, how long you've lived here, and how your family would really like to utilize their backyard. Take a listen to what she had to say.
My husband and I moved from Madison, Connecticut about 10 years ago to Charlotte. We love it here. The weather is just great. And he got a great opportunity to take a position in Maryland. So now we've decided to downsize to the smaller house that we have. It's a ranch. I love it. I love being on one floor, but it needed some work. So we put in some new counters and upgraded the kitchen, put some hardwood floors in, and now we're looking at the yard and saying, well, we don't use that hot tub. Cooking area is small and the seating area is small, and since my husband is gone and travels a lot, I'm kind of alone more than I would like to be, but we make it work, and I have a lot of friends, and I'd like to have them over to entertain, have a glass of wine, sit around outside when the weather is so great here. I know that Vicki has great visions for my deck. I look forward to seeing what she has. I just can't wait to see the finished product.
Whoa, this is really awkward. I see what Kathy's talking about. This deck is really narrow. You get a few people out here around the deck and it's wall to wall. And this hot tub, nobody's using it, so I know that's got to go out of here. There's a lot of changes we can make to the deck, and to really find out how to do it, I've asked Mick from Deckscapes to give me a hand here. You know, he's done a lot of work in this neighborhood, and he really knows what people are looking for in their backyard deck areas.
Well, this street looks familiar to me. I know we've done a couple screen porches down the street, and you know, it's the middle of the summertime. We are in our extremely busy season right now, and people are really wanting to do decks and screen porches and outdoor living spaces and kitchens and fireplaces. So I think Vicki has a project for me. Let's go see what she wants to do.
Hi, Mick. Thanks for working me into your busy schedule. I know this is the height of the deck makeover season.
It is, Vicki.
Yeah, so you and your crew have got to be really busy, right?
Right this time of year, we sure are, yeah.
Well, appreciate you fitting us in. This is our project right here, this deck. And the homeowners, you know, they love the privacy of the natural area and would love to entertain out here, but it's just too darn narrow.
It is, it is. I mean, the fireplace and the table, really, there's no path to get through here. Obviously, the grill is blocking the staircase.
The hot tub over here, they never use it, so that can go away, all right?
Okay.
So, you know, looking at the deck, you do this all day long for tons of people. What's your instant gut feeling about what we should do?
Okay, for starters, why don't we consider taking this main level deck and pushing it out a little bit farther.
Okay.
This way it gives we can move the table out, give them some more walking space through the fireplace
And
area.
they don't care anything about that backyard grass area. We can gobble up as much of that
that's
as we
great.
want. What about the side with the hot tub? Should we raise that up to make it all one level?
You know, I wouldn't do that, because I would, before we get to that point, I would actually say, why don't we add some more deck to this side over here,
Okay.
and then add a kitchen area into that deck.
I'm liking that.
So all one level out here with a kitchen area built in.
Okay.
This way it's close to the kitchen door. They can just walk in and out.
Okay, so would the steps stay the same place or what?
No, I might take the steps and run them off the side of the deck. Now, getting back to the hot tub, take the hot tub out and leave that area sunken down a little bit. Just make it like a real intimate seating area off this kitchen and eating area.
Are we going to make it larger too?
Yes. You know, you're looking at the side of the neighbor's house right there, so why don't we go ahead and put up some kind of privacy wall.
I like that.
And maybe even incorporate some metal art into it just to give it some real nice design back in there.
Okay, I like that idea. Why don't you get some measurements and I'll go share with Kathy kind of what our idea is.
I'll
and then
do
we
it.
can start doing some plans.
Sounds great.
All right.
Thank you.
The great plans to update this old deck were designed by Mick. He's planning on keeping some of the old structure and adding new, more functional spaces. Mick emailed the plans over to me. I think they're fantastic. I emailed them over to Kathy, and did you share them with Bernie yet?
Yes, I did, and we love them.
So when he comes back from Japan, he's going to be excited to see this new
He
deck,
will
right?
be. He'll be very excited. I think he loves the idea of having a cooking area over here and how the deck is so much bigger and expanded. And I'm curious to see how this turns out with the wood being changed and the way they're going to decorate it over there. That's interesting.
You know, you always want to think about your deck as different rooms. That way you kind of, just like with your house, you move from one section to the other. So this seating area is more like your living room. This is your dining area. And over here's your kitchen. So it just flows
like
naturally.
3 stages.
Yeah, so then you can break it up and different conversation groups work into it. Okay, well, if you approve of the plans, then I've got 3 jobs for you. You ready?
Okay.
Okay. First job, your homeowners association. You're going to have to get approval for all of this because anytime you make a change like that,
I've already contacted the homeowners association. I found out initially what I need to do. I'm working on getting all the paperwork, and I needed these plans so I can submit them as well.
Okay.
And it should be done pretty quickly.
Okay, and the next thing I want you to do is down at the end where the seating area is, Mick came up with a great idea. We wanted some privacy screen there. The view's not so hot. And we didn't want to use lattice, that's old school and it requires maintenance. So he decided that if we were to put a piece of decorative ironwork here, like an old gate or a grill.
Oh, that's interesting.
There's a lot to choose from, and that's your assignment. You have to go find this piece.
Okay, I'll do the best I can.
And he can use anything up to like a 42, 45-inch square circle, doesn't matter. Okay. The third thing is to get rid of that hot tub.
I agree with you.
Yeah, you got
That's
any
gotta
plans
go.
for her?
I think I have a friend that might take it.
Okay.
I'll just make arrangements and make a couple of phone calls and make sure they come over and take care of it.
Oh, you know what? There's really 4 things.
Okay, what is it?
The 4th thing is, I think that we should take a couple of glasses, a bottle of wine, and go toast the demise of the old deck. What do you think?
I think you're talking my type of celebrating, and I'll get a bottle of wine. What would you like, white or red?
I'll go for white. It's the springtime.
That sounds great to me.
Now that we have our approval from the homeowner, Mick and his crew, they're not going to waste any time getting this project underway. Our landscaping had to be removed to make way for the new deck. Ah, youth, look at those guys pull out those bushes like I pull out weeds. Man, we'll have some landscaping to do once this deck is finished. There really wasn't any point, though, in us trying to recycle any of these plants. Most of them are woody and they needed to be ripped out anyway. For now, it's nice the guys don't have to work around all the landscaping. With our plants out of the way, hammers can start swinging and old boards can start to fly. It's a good thing we had a dumpster delivered to haul away the old wood.
This deck was a little bit different than our normal decks because what we were going to do is we were going to try to salvage a lot of the framing that was in place. So we started by taking off all the deck boards and all the railing. So from that point, we dug all new footings at the front side of the deck, reframed where we had to. Some spots it was just maybe 2 or 3 feet, some spots it was the whole deck. Then we laid our deck boards down, and from that point, we had our floor in place. So then we wanted to kind of determine what the room was going to be. So the whole new deck off the kitchen area was to support the grill and make that a kitchen eating area. The center section was going to be for entertaining and dining area. And then the lower section is going to be more for just relaxing and chilling out on the deck down there. In that spot, we added the privacy wall with the metal art, and we put the pergola over the top. And then we took our railing just to enclose it all. We put some wainscoting around the bottom and just made this a real intimate area down here.
Okay. Because it's stainless steel, Our backyard project, it's humming along. The new spaces will be just what Kathy and her family need to fall in love with their home again. Hey, Mick, I love this deck. It looks so fantastic.
Thanks, Vicki.
Boy, you guys did a great job. It was exactly what we wanted it to look like, you know?
Yeah, I think we really added some living space to what they had here originally. I mean,
know.
we got rid of the hot tub. We gave them this whole living space down
They
here.
never even used that hot tub, so that was just a wasted space.
I agree.
Yeah, they're going to love that. That's going to be their favorite place, I can tell.
I agree. We added the whole kitchen area and the whole dining area. So we basically have 3 rooms out here now for them to enjoy.
And that's so perfect. Are you all done?
Pretty much. The only thing that we're going to do last is install the deck lighting.
Okay, what kind of
And I've got a new product here from Deck Lighting Systems. That's a new LED style light. No more of the low wattage incandescent bulbs.
Okay, so where is this going to go?
This right here is going to be on all the posts.
Okay.
So that'll mount right underneath here.
Okay.
And you
What are
know,
you gonna do with the wiring? How are you gonna get wiring to it?
wiring's gonna go up inside the railing, and it won't be visible at all.
Wow, that's very cool.
I mean, the benefits of this are it's you know, it's not nearly as hot as incandescent bulbs. The LED lights last way longer than the
and
same
they don't
bulbs.
use very much power at
They
all.
don't.
And where's this little guy's gonna go?
That's gonna mount on the risers of the stairs.
Very cool, so you
So-
don't have to climb up the stairs in the dark.
No more, it's a plug-and-play system. It all snaps together, plug it in, and you're ready to go.
So it makes your job a lot easier, huh?
A whole lot easier.
Absolutely. If your job's easier, that makes my job easier. Now, the other question I've got is how do you turn these off and on?
They come with a photosensitive eye, so when it gets dark out, they automatically go on. When it gets light out, they automatically shut off.
I love that. So there's really like a security feature that's built into this as well, right?
Exactly, yeah.
I love that. And if you come home late, the steps are lit and you don't have to fall down getting
There you
up
go.
here, right? Well, it's a great deal. Well, I tell you, if I can get a hand with some of your guys maybe getting the furniture up here, I can start to make this deck look like a real functional place and start to be as much fun as it is beautiful to look at.
I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. It took a great plan and lots of hands on deck to transform this space into the entertainment center that Kathy was dreaming of. I know that this is going to be Kathy's new favorite place in her deck. It's certainly mine. It's got great shade over it. These were the metal pieces that we sent Kathy out to find, and I think she did a superb job. And Mick really set it off with this wall. Now for the seating out here, remember we had that old hot tub. We had to get all new seating. These were very inexpensive. They're a plastic wicker that is a weave of a black and brown, so that really ties in well with our beiges. Got a nice coffee table in the center, good conversation space. Here you can set a plate on it if you're eating or your drinks. It's just perfect. Now for the dining space, look how this old dining set just pops. And that's because we tied it all together by using the same throw pillows that we used on our seating in the pergola area just to kind of brighten up this area. And on the table, we went really wild with color. We've got the bright orange and the bright red. It really gives it a festive touch. And remember, Kathy wanted to party out here, so I think this is just what she needs. Now, don't, get down about the summer and you say, oh, I don't have the money to spend. Think about just going to the store and buying yourself some new placemats or new napkins. It's really going to pick up your spirits. Now this is our new cooking area. Remember, we didn't even have this space. Before, the grill was right up by the back door and in front of the stairs and you had to maneuver around it. This is a whole new section that got built on over here just for our kitchen. We've got a great new grill. We thought that the old grill, well, it made its way into that dumpster. And this grill is a great one because it's stainless steel. It can stay out in the elements and really look great all the time. My favorite feature is it's got a light on it. So when you're out here cooking at night, you can see what you're cooking. And when you close the lid, the light goes off. It's got 4 burners, and over on this side, it's also got another burner so you can have a pot of chili going or, cheese sauce, whatever on this side of the burner. Great place to hang your tools, a great barbecue center. Over here, now everybody's gonna wanna hang around the cook. We have set up like a little bistro area, a taller table because that makes it so much nicer if you're just standing and talking to put your drinks down on it, a couple of chairs so you can relax, and this way it's a great place too to set maybe appetizers right off the grill and people can come over and help themselves. Our new staircase, it leads off the side now. Last time it just kind of went out to nowhere, to the backyard. This is convenient and easy to go around to the side of the garage. I think that all the spaces out here turned out just beautiful. Now this deck is one that can really accommodate a crowd. Well, I know that Mick and I are thrilled with the way the deck turned out, but I think it's time for us to find out how Kathy likes the new deck, and most important, how her new friends like it.